right, man. I can't wait to see when these two gets uploaded. You know, right? And people be like, man, there's deja vu. It's not. Don't worry.
Yeah,
right? All right. What do you got for us today?
We are playing my favorite leader in the game, Yamato. I'm usually a blue player, but this is still my favorite deck.
You have new support. Is the deck playable now?
It's pretty playable. Like, it's decent for the format. It actually can. If you're playing like any double leader, this deck makes you just go, oh crap, I gotta figure out something. But I like it a lot. This has double attack, so randomly just taking 2 life.
I mean, look, you just stick everything under it, you know, right?
Yeah, and if you have like 3 life or less, you can just like any 2 rested Dawn, you just like put it.
Yeah, just slap it onto something. Yeah.
Yeah. So it helps out. The new support definitely just like helps like actually facilitate like a rush style, and you don't have to worry about just leaving buys on board or not having enough. So I'll just get straight into it. First thing, new card, which is really good, is the 1-cost Yamato.
Yeah, this is the Searcher, right?
Yeah, Land of Wano Searcher. It is specifically for 2 or more, but you can, which is, it's weird, but it makes sense because then you could search itself or like another card. But,
I mean, look, you just have worded so it says cannot search Yamato, you know.
No, there are other like random land.
Is this the leader lock, right? Is it like, does your leader have to be a Wano character, or it just searches a Wano?
It just searches Wano like regardless. So like, it's not even an issue.
Okay.
So, but that part's like pretty good. Like I said, there are cards that you can just randomly search off. But you can actually now search the 9-cost Yamato actually decently. You're not playing in this deck, but it's actually searchable now.
Okay, that's funny.
The actually real cool part about it is the effect. So on your turn, if it has 2 Dawn, this gains like 3k attack. So,
so it's a 5. It's a 1/5 basically.
Yeah, basically, and it's really easy to get out on like any turn. So you just have this search, and then next turn, if you don't want to like swing like 8k, you just have this swing 5, and then swing 6 to your leader. So if they don't have the counter, you just sit there and just start swinging at it. It matters a lot more for purple decks. But next thing is like the Izos. So 2 of this and 4 of this. This is a 2k, but
you're only playing 2 of the blockers. I thought you maxed out on this.
So okay, so here's my logic for this. Like, for as good as this is, there are way too many times, or at least like later in game, where you don't really want to put the 2 under. Like, you rather just use your leader effect to just start putting on rushers or just getting damage in. And I think that for as good as this Izo is, you don't always want to do that. So I think 3 might be fine, but right now I'm just testing 2. I've been fine with 2. I haven't really, like, you're not really super focused on having blockers. You're just trying to get things out.
Right.
And when you summon this, like, it's still really good. This is basically another Nami where you just give your, this one also only give your leader banish. So like compared to like Nami where it like puts anything, like I said, this card is really good, but it's like situational weirdly. So I think for as good as it is, you don't need that many, and 2 is fine for now. I think 3 I'll probably increase, but we'll see over time. Next, for one of the more busted cards of the deck, the Hiyori. This Hiyori is so good, and it sucks because it kind of also limits your deck building, but you trash the character, you play it to 1 Land of Water card that's 5 or less, and then you draw a card. So it replaces itself, gives you a card, and basically
it goes neutral.
Yeah, so I think it's way better than like half the cards here. So, but because like that draw matters a lot, because there are so many times where like you're just losing cards in hand, or when you're trying to attack or you lose your board, you just can't do much, and this replaces everything. It goes neutral most of the time, but if you're just going in later game or mid game, this card is nuts, and I wish there was a couple more options you'd have, but that's kind of where the new support comes in. Same thing here, 2 Nekomamushi. This is really good. Again, I was playing more. I was actually maxed out on it for a while, but I put it back down to 2 while testing. It's only because of like 1 card in here, but this helps you like with the leader effect. You just give it 2, and now it can attack active characters. And this matters so much. You can just get rid of blockers. You can get rid of like higher cost things that are just got stuck on board, so they can't do anything.
Yeah, these are 7. You know. Yeah, he's a 7 that can attack active, which is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's really good, and arguably just best card in the deck. Kikunojo. Every yellow deck wants to tech it, and every other deck loves it, but this deck can search it and use it like pretty effectively. The on KO usually never comes up, but it's also just a 4/6k. You can summon it off the Hiyori from before. You just do this, summon the Hiyori, and then you pass. Sometimes that is just the best play. But if you do KO it, you just get a life. So that's really good. And if you have 3 or less, which you should, because again, you're swinging with
you're double attacking. It's also double attack deck. It's always high.
Yeah, so you always do that, and then you just trigger this, which is like pretty good. Next one, this actually, another thing that matters is that they're all slash, and that'll come up with another card. Next thing, a new card. It's a vanilla. It's technically a vanilla, but the triggers are really good. It's a 2k that if your leader's Land of Waddle, because of course it is, and your opponent has 3 or less life, you summon this. So this is basically just a leader lock Kikunojo with a little bit less. Honestly, it's still really good. Just having the 2K that you can actively summon in just another body. The one thing I always hated about Satori, which is similar, is the fact that you had to trash a card. This just says, okay, you have it, summon. And it makes it a lot easier on turns when you need to push, or if your opponent thinks they're about to kill you and you have this, you can either keep it for the 2K, or you can just summon it and then you just kill the next turn. Next are the Momos. So you have 2 of the 5-cost Momo and 2 of the 6-cost Momo.
Right, that's the new one.
Yeah, this is the new one. So I'll start with this one though. This is the blocker. This is something, again, you were probably summoning off of Fiori, because you do that, summon this, any of your other Land of Wano cards, so like the Yamato, for example, you just put that in your life, so you have another life and another future counter, and it's just a lot better. You can't put Momo off of Momo. I've almost done that. It's stupid. But a 6K blocker that can also be an attacker in the future is also really good. It's one of your better ways of just staying in the game when things get rough. Again, I probably put this back to 3. It's really good, but it's also one of the awkward cards. Cards that aren't counter in this deck start to like pile up, so I've tried to like reduce the number. But this is one of your better cards. This card, however, is
this card is
this card is really nuts.
The wording of this card is really bad. I understand what they're doing with this leader.
Yeah, if this leader, so first thing, if your leader has 2 or less life, which you will, you're taking life a decent amount of time. You just 6K on your turn.
Yeah,
and that, like even now in like the blue purple Luffy, you can just now just do a normal swing and you're fine. And half the time it don't matter. Its second effect is really good.
Yeah.
So you just take it's weird and wordly. So basically, when you give 2 off your leader effect, you can take that off of whatever you put it on. This gains rush for the turn, and it also just gains 1,000. Even on the turns where it doesn't gain rush, you just now have an 8K swing.
Yeah, you have a 6-8 swing. Yeah.
No, 8.
Oh yeah, 6-8.
Yeah. This becomes 8 now. So you have a 6-way swing here, you have an 8K swing here, and on the turn you bring it down. It's basically just an 8K swing. So now they have to deal with that on turn 6. They've at least taken 1 to 2 life already, and now you're just rushing them down.
Right.
So this card is like really good. Again, I'm still figuring out the number. I think maxing it out is still not the correct answer unless you're like full hard on rush. I still am trying to figure out like a more control style, so it's like a little weird, but I think this card is just really good. It's searchable, it's easy to get to, and it's fine. People will probably notice that I don't play like the other 1-cost Momo. I don't think it's worth playing. It's really good, and you're fine with consistency, but you already have Yamato and you already have the bodies. So half the time when you're here, you don't need to add more. You don't need to add more searching. You just need to just start swinging.
Yeah.
Half the time, like they have to deal with this. If they have blockers, sure, they now have to sacrifice cards, and by then you can start building the other bodies that they can't really deal with. So just like having like 2 Kikinojo, if they try to trash it, you get a life, so you last longer. And if they don't, then you still have a constant 6K body.
Right.
I think that's way more valuable than just trying to always get it out. Next, one of the cards that I refuse to take out, Nami. This card is like really good. On play, it gives your leader or character banished. This is why this hasn't left the deck, and this is also why I don't think Fusion needs to be like maxed out. Yes, it's a blocker, but this is just better banished for any character. So you have your higher cost stuff like the higher cost rush, so you just do that, you swing out, and it's better. Also, the trigger is infinitely better, which is KO 5 cost or less, which matters a lot now, especially with Blue Purple Luffy. They try to have like the Nami blocker, so if you have this in life, you can just put this here. Well, you don't put it here, but you can just take it. It now takes care of a character. Like you summon it, and if you have leader effect, this just now becomes 5K in your swing. If you have it in trigger, you just KO something randomly, and if you have it in hand, it's 1K. I think this card is way too good to try and take out. So it's probably one of the best cards in the deck. I don't think it'll ever go. Next, another 2K, which is really good for the deck, is the Dracula Mihawk. It is able to summon a 4-cost slash creature, which is why like I focused on the Hiyori and the Kikinojo, the
Nekomamushi, and also a slash.
Nekomamushi is also slash. So all these are slash, including the
oh man, Kinemon's a slash too.
Yeah,
that's great.
so you literally can just summon him off him on like turn 2. So you now have like, if you for some reason just don't want to do that or just want to get the bodies, you just swing with that. They are giving you a counter. If they don't give you a counter, cool. You now have 6K. You have this, and the like one turn. I've literally had turn 1 Yamato. I've had this. Played it, given the 2K to Yamato, swing with Yamato, and you now have like 3 bodies if they have to deal with.
Right.
So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So like having that and like you now have just active board control, which is one thing I always loved about like Dofi. And this deck like someone has that now. This card is really good. I might switch it up, but realistically, again, another card I don't think you take out. Next is just card testing, which is the carrot.
Okay.
There are times in like later games where you just don't really have the ability to just get rid of it, or maybe you're just like too slow. So this will just stop stuff like the at least for me, the one random card I really had trouble with was the just higher cost blockers, and just having to be rested or just dealing with them is just really easy with Carrot. It's also just a 1K counter, so if you need to, you just discard it. This will probably come out soon. It's okay for the format. It's not great, but it'll do.
Yeah, it's under because I can cast it.
One of the best green cards ever.
Yeah. Hey, just swing with this guy.
Yeah, you just literally summon him. He has rush. You take a life, but you literally get to rest 2 Dawn characters or 1 of each, and it's so good.
Yeah, and he's a 7/10 theoretically.
Yeah, against
the Yamato.
Yeah, against Bonnie, it's like against Bonnie, you just get rid of their Dawn. Against Blue Purple Luffy, you can reduce or just get rid of the fact that Gum Gum Giant's a card.
Yeah,
and it is just so good. There's not much to say about this. This card does everything. This card can pay your taxes if you want it. It's great. Next are just the last few cards. They're just all events. 0 cost life. You still play a lot of non-counter, even compared to this list. So sometimes you just need to get rid of it. Also, there's a card that'll save your life literally if you need to. The Electric Luna does similar thing to Carrot, which is why I think Carrot might go. Its actual thing is like you rest all of their 7 or less, and they can't restand. And the trigger is just resting any character, which will save
that thing randomly comes up.
Yeah, it comes up a lot. And the last card, which again might move out, is the Blaze Slice. It's pretty good. It makes your leader 6K on your opponent's turn, and it stays like that till the end of the turn. And if they have a 2 or less, it rests it. If they have 2 or less life, which again, during this format, especially with Yamato, if you're swinging at like double cost leader, you have this, and this is already online, which is really good. And it rests to rest the 4 costs or less, which comes up for like lower cost blockers and other things. So I think the card's good. I just think it may not stay in this format. Blue Purple Luffy, like all the Luffys basically just play like, it's stupid. Yeah. All the Luffys play like higher cost stuff, so this isn't as good, but it still has its uses, just making yourself 6K for like really cheap, and you can just keep stuff up. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think the main advantage that this deck got is like you can be a lot more Dawn efficient, and just your rush strategy is a lot better. So I think I don't think there's much else. I think it's always going to be a good rogue strategy, and it's really just fun to play. I love this leader, I love the character, and just hopefully I can like play in an actual like treasure cup, because I have been struggling to get to these events. It is hard, but that's deck profile.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Kevin. All right, Kate, thanks. Bye.